Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Damaris here. So today I'm super excited because my sister Danielle, also known as Danielle Sunny Bryant, I will leave all her links down below. You will hear her amazing music today in my background in my video. I do have her permission to put her music in my background. Of course, I don't own any rights to her music, so I'm just letting that be known, but her information will be down below so you guys can follow her. But I'm excited because she introduced me to this wonderful brand. This is a new brand. It's a Black owned brand. This brand is called Geat Cosmetics. I'll leave the information down below as well. Also, this brand, the owner's name is Alexi. So I will again leave the information down below if you guys are interested. But I want to show you guys some swatches, how I accomplished this fun look. I'll also be coming back to you guys with a neutral look, something very simple, everyday type wear, because this is not an everyday look. But guys, stay tuned so you guys can see all the goodness that's behind this palette. Like, look at the color scheme. The picture is beautiful. Noah's Ark is the theme. Stay tuned so you guys can see what is going on behind this cover. So here is the Noah's Ark palette. We're going to open her up. She is used because I already recorded my look, but these are the shades. We're going to swatch the top row so you guys can see what they look like. All right, guys, so here are some swatches of these shadows. So you have, starting off at the top, this beautiful shade is called Sky. It's a matte shade. Next you have a shimmer shade, and this one is called, this one is called Wind. The next one, also a shimmer shade, is called 2x2. This beautiful pressed glitter, which is amazing. This shade is called New Day. Next, we have this beautiful blue shade, which is a matte shade. It's called Flood. And then our matte yellow, which is amazing and extremely pigmented. This color is called Sun. The last 6 shades in this palette, you have a matte purple shade, and this one is called Drunken. Then you have another pressed pigment. This one is called, pressed glitter. This one is called Promise. You have a pressed pigment or shimmer shade. This one is called Dove. Moving along, we have a matte brown. This one is called Wood. Another pressed glitter, which is amazing, Raven. And then the last shimmer pressed pigment is called Rain. All right, guys, those were the swatches of the palette. I wanted to share with you guys not only a look, but I wanted to basically give you swatches as well of this palette. These are the shades. So the wind must have just blew because my wind just fell out of my palette, which is fine. We'll just glue it back in there. I'm actually happy that it didn't break because I love this shade. But we're going to glue that back. Actually, let me leave it out for right now. So, yeah. The palette is amazing. The color selection is great. This is great for date night. You want to go out. You want to be extra like me. You know, just an extra glam look. If you want to go simple, you know, you can use just one shade, create a look. I will be creating another look for you guys, so stay tuned to that. But yeah, stay tuned to the rest of the video so you guys can see how I came up with this look. All right, let's get started. So we're going to go in with the shade Sun, and we're going to pick up a fluffy brush, and we're going to pat that on our upper eyelid area. So this area here, we're going to use this yellow shade as our transition shade, and I'm using a Morphe brush to do so. I'm going to be just patting that color in, and this is amazing. This pigmentation in this yellow, a lot of yellows are very hard to formulate. They can come out very patchy and dry looking, and this yellow shade is stunning. Okay, I'm feeling this yellow. So let's keep going. We're going to pat that. I'm gonna pat it basically the entire upper portion of my eye. Because this is my transition shade, I am using the same exact brush that I used to apply this yellow shade. So it's okay. Usually if you're blending, you want to pick up the same shadow brush that you use for your transition, or use a clean one to make sure that your shadows don't come out muddy. So off the back, just using the very first shadow, I am in love with the pigmentation of this yellow shade, and it's definitely true to its color. Some shadows, you put them on, they look a certain color on the palette, and when you put it on, it's a different shade. So I really loving this yellow so far. So let's move on to the next shade. Let's go ahead and do Flood. I don't know where I'm going with this look. I just want to basically review this palette and see how I feel about it. So let's talk about the fallout. There's no fallout so far. Again, color palettes, bright shadows can be very hard to formulate. They can be drying and chalky and fall out everywhere. This is a shadow palette that I can say I could possibly do my entire face makeup and not be afraid of the shadow going onto my face and ruining the rest of my makeup. I always do my eyes first, just because that's my preference. Just in case you do get an accident like that where your eyeshadow, you know, falls onto your face, and you know. So yeah, so now I'm gonna use the same brush that I used to apply the blue, and I'm kind of patting it and blending at the same time. So we're just pushing that color into my eye, and I'm going to be bringing it into that yellow transition shade. Again, you can go back in with the other brush that you used prior to kind of blend those two shades together. Right now you see it looks harsh, but I promise you at the end it's not going to. So the next shade I'm going to go in with is going to be let's go in with Drunken, and it's a beautiful purple shade. So again, we're going to pick that up with the same brush. I just have a color sweep where you kind of sweep the color off of there, the extra color. So we're going to apply that shade here. Again, same motion. I'm just patting it in place because I want most of my color payoff to be in this area. Trust the process, guys. I promise you it's not going to stay like this. It's not going to look like this when I'm done. I am definitely going to look into purchasing more of Greater IM eyeshadow palettes, because this shadow is amazing. Amazing. I will leave all the information down below for you guys to go ahead and place your orders. There'll be a link down below so you guys can check out her products. This is a Black owned company, which is amazing. Small company just starting out, but with products like this, she's gonna get further on with this makeup brand. So I'm gonna go back in with that fluffy brush that I used in the beginning, and I'm going to basically pat on that transition area because I'm adding more of that yellow. While you're doing your makeup and you're applying shadows, especially color shadows, they do tend to disappear, fade away, whatever you want to call it, as you're applying and blending. So Sometimes you want to go back in and apply more product as you're going on and you're blending. You have to go back in. You don't have to, but if you're looking for an intense look and you want your shadows to really show out, then you want to go back in and add more color. I'm trying to be mindful and trying to make sure that my eye stays in focus so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So I apologize if it kind of moves out. Maybe I should zoom you out a little bit. Okay. So you basically want to blend that out. Your position, your hand position on your brush is everything. The further away it is on your barrel, the lighter pressure is on the bristle, which means you'll blend that out a lot lighter. Okay, as you can see, that blend is looking pretty good. So I blended sun into flood, or let's say opposite, flood into sun. And a white eyeshadow base, and you can use concealer if you like, but I'm gonna go in and somewhat cut my crease.
Lean not to your own understanding, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your path.
My next shade, I want to go in with Sky. I'm going to apply that over top of that white base. Next, what I want to do is I want to go in with a little bit of flood, and I want to kind of blend out these edges here. So we kind of want to blush. We want to kind of brush flood into those edges, like so. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to go in with New Day, and we're going to use that as a liner. This is a pressed glitter. Now it's not one of them greasy type of glitter, which I can appreciate because I hate when a palette puts like a greasy type of formulated glitter into their palette. That just, I don't like that formula. It doesn't work for me. So that's why I don't like it. This one is pigmented. It's not, it doesn't have crazy fallout. It's not loose and falling all over my face. I love glitter. I absolutely love glitter. So I use usually loose glitter, but I use an adhesive to it. But with this one, I thought about it for a second when I couldn't pick it up if I should use an adhesive for it. But after applying it and dip it into the pan a little bit using a different brush, I use a smaller angled brush. This is actually an Anastasia brow brush, but we're going to use it for whatever we want to use it for. So this is perfect for applying that liner. And it looks absolutely beautiful. Guys, I'm just extra per usual. I want to go in with Raven too, and we're going to use Raven as our liner. I want to pick up a little bit of Promise and see if I can pat it on there as well. Let me finish the rest of my makeup, and I will be back so we can finish the rest of this eye. Alright, let's get into the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I want to go in with let's go in with a little bit of Flood, which is that darker blue again. Actually, scratch that. We're gonna go in with Rain, which is the shimmer shade in this palette, well, one of the shimmer shades, and we're going to kind of put that on our lower lashes. And it is a shimmery shade, but it's okay. Some people don't like to use shimmer on their lower lashes. I do. I put glitter on my lower lashes too, so whatever you like. Again, the purpose of this video was to see how I feel about this palette, and in all honesty, I have tried so many makeup brands, and this formulation in this palette is amazing. I am kind of surprised because it seems like a lot of brands now are launching. There's so many small businesses coming out, and I think people are just putting tags on certain items and just wanting to sell to make money, but they're not paying attention to what the customers are saying, what the customers want. Feedback, honest feedback. You want to make sure that your product is amazing. If not, your brand's not gonna make it. And Lexi, this brand, you making it, honey, because these shadows are amazing. They are buttery. There's barely no fallout. The pigmentation is definitely there, so it's high quality and definitely affordable. Beauty on a budget. Not everybody can afford to spend $60, $70 on an eyeshadow palette just to get good quality, so I can appreciate a brand that has great quality products. The packaging is amazing, so I am excited for this brand. I'm excited to see where this gets her, how far she gets with this, which I'm pretty sure she will be. I again am super excited for this brand. I love it. I love the shadows. I still have to try some other products out, but as far as the shadows, like it's there. So I want to go in with next. I kind of don't want to put any more on my eyes because I feel like I got a lot going on. Again, I wanted to try and see what the shadows were like, and I'm so excited that I actually got a chance to try them out. So thank you to my sister Danielle for purchasing this and gifting it to me to try out. I love you, sis. Thank you so much. So next, what I want to do is I want to add a color to my inner corner. So as my inner corner, I'm going to use Dove because it's a beautiful white shade, and I think it's going to somewhat brighten up the inner corner, and boom, there you go. I could use this on my brow too. Now this is definitely not an everyday look. I mean, unless you want to wear it every day, but this is definitely not an everyday look. This is more like a let's go out type of look. For me, I would wear this if I'm going to do some clients, because I am bold like that. But yeah, so let's get into the lip products. My sister did purchase me 2 of their lip glosses. So I got Favor and Glory, and I think I'm going to go ahead and mix them both. I'm gonna line my lips first, just using a Milani lip pencil. Now my lips are aligned to where I like them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in with Favor first, which is the nude shade, which is beautiful. The packaging on here is just gorgeous. It's very high-end. Kind of reminds me of the Dior packaging. It does have a scent, but it's not the typical vanilla scent that a lot of these new brands are getting put in their lip products. This one's more of like a fruity smell. I don't know exactly what it is, but it smells good. So I'm gonna put that on the outer portion of my lips, where I put the liner at. Definitely gonna need a backup of this shade, because who doesn't love a nice nude lip? At this point, I think my mask owns more lip product than I do, because it literally takes all my lip product off every day. So let's go in with Glory. I'm gonna put that in the inner portion of my lip. And that, guys, is the finished look. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you guys check out all the links that I left down below. You'll find a link to Lexi's makeup brand, which is Geat Cosmetics. I'll leave all the information down below so you guys can go ahead and purchase some of her items. I'll also leave the link down below for my sister Danielle, Bryant. If you guys are not following her, you'll want to follow her. She's an amazing person. Her music is very inspirational, very uplifting, so make sure you guys check her out as well. Also, I'll leave the link down below so you guys can go vote for her. If you don't know about her, you should, because you see her on my Instagram, on my Facebook. I'm always posting her information. Make sure you guys vote for her. I'll leave the link down below as well. As well as my Instagram is also in my bio. Make sure you guys go and vote for your girl. Let's push her. Let's get her out there, guys. So this is the end of the video, guys. I love you guys so much. God bless, and I will see you guys in the next one.